a minute. Yes, Maureen. Actually, no one of our
Hello.
Hi, Maureen.
Hi, how are you?
I'm fine. How are you?
How is Komamboga?
It's okay. How are you?
I'm okay.
Because you said you're
What's
at
up?
Mets. You don't WhatsApp me. You took my number. I looked everywhere.
Nitugenda mu public holiday nembyerabira.
Newerabira.
No, but I knew, but I didn't want to disturb you since I knew that the system.
No, they are upgrading it now. Auntie Wangamba were in a deadline which seemed closer than I anticipated. And at the time, Nali was reporting quarter, month, then weekly, and there are different reports, so they were taking me seriously. So Ningamba, okay, let me do my weekends. I see a Saturday, and then I handle that. And then when I took our no system, nga mukama waffe ono tanabagitereeza naye aligitereeza kakati. I didn't know that. Kakati mbadde nsaba ku credit so that I can reach out to these people, like get more information. Nzijuze buno obutabo kati bwe mmala okajjuza n'eyo information nga nfuna clinician nga signinga. Naye wengamba nti clinician muwe omuntu nti lwakuba mufunye mugambe ye abakubire. These people won't do it. They don't have time. They don't have that time. Normally, I can use my credit. I've been using it, but I just needed to understand the grounds under which I'm working. Because I didn't understand it. I don't have the grounds. But normally, kubanga encha Friday, and then I also have a Saturday. Because the files are not so many, I can generate my data in my own time. Katinga Saturday awo biki n'okubira abantu. Tomorrow. Sorry. Angamba Saturday encha Friday. Mpozi kati, that's the thing I was avoiding, last minute things. Because me, I already prepared the people. Abantu bali nina files zaabwe. Naye kati ne I can fill in these things by end of weekend nemba nga mbijjuza ne mbiyingiza ku Monday. Right? Anti kakati nze sikola ku weekend. If I have to come here over the weekend, that means you're facilitating me. No, I'm talking as like trying to understand the grounds. Chembadenko Gambant encha, I can use tomorrow Kali to make the calls, right? And then by itamu there is a possibility of calling, no failing to get to someone. That's why I was saying until over the weekend of all damn numbers. No kubira n'abalala. And then after that, by Monday, over enough fully compiled data. Then no muyingiza. It is not long. It's not a long thing. Tichija kunchwalira more than a day to enter just 15-20 files. Yes, but now no. In the facility, in the system, we only have about 4 deaths. Kubanga, since the quarter started, only 1 person is reported dead. I mean, normally, but we have other dead people, as you stated. Nti waliyo abantu abamu nga they're just ngabogamba nti the mother is the one on earth and then the child died. Okitegedde? But the child is not practically on earth, but the child was also getting a little bit of care from here. So you Kati those deaths that were shared, Now, on that call, I was not on the call, I was nearby. When we discussed when you were here, you told me that the ministry needs deaths for this year only. Yes, to report. January. Kati now, those some of the people you have are not January people. Me, I have the people from January to now. Even now, I have their files right now. But, Auntie Kati, I have about 2 lists. Some files are still being sought for. This is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, around 12 people. Yeah, 12 files. Some we've not yet found them. I had gotten some because file location is also some other issue. You kind of have to get someone a bit of lunch or something so they can go above and beyond to hunt for those files. So I already handled that. I can talk to him to see if he can come through tomorrow and look for the remaining files. And then tomorrow, since this gentleman is working on the system, the shortest answer is I can start making calls tomorrow morning. And then I complete data entry by Saturday. So that by Monday you have everything that I have in the system. Yeah. No, I don't need data. Just credit, airtime to call these people. And also for Saturday, since it's not a working day, you'd come up with a way. You told me you already have a program for that, so that I can come through and complete. Kati, then okay, that's okay. So then I'll do what I can on Friday and do the rest on Monday. Is that okay? Friday. Okay. Sorry, hold on, Solomon.
In the system.
Wani Maureen.
Solomon, since she's confirmed that data entry will only take place on Monday, do you have any plans of checking on how on Monday just to be sure that the data
I can enter some data
Yes.
tomorrow and also Monday if you
I'm
like.
actually going to get in touch with her.
No, if she wanted me to come through over the weekend.
No, I'm going to be with her tomorrow and on Monday. That's okay. Got it.
Thank you.
But I didn't get your name.
Doreen.
Doreen, system wenu mwagiterekako ki ekijijjuza?
That system is not up to date.
No.
It crashes once in a while.
Auntie, what I'm saying. Computer yo yennyini.
Ejjudde.
Eriko ki?
Honestly, nobody works on the mainframe. Era we kuba kuliko its old data. Okitegedde? They needed to buy a hard disk. Okitegedde for backup. But I think they initially started backing up on the computer weyajjula. Then they were resorting to kukozesa flashes. KCC had a few. Urban, they had flashes, heavy flashes they would pull up with, and then they would transfer some data. The younger Chovomanya, it's data and it needs to be moved. Well, you can check and see what's there, but nobody uses that. So I would send maybe videos or something, but I doubt. Ani agenda osula wano? Nze sigenda sula wano. I'm going home. You stay here, the askari will come and close. Anti ngenda kwogera naye mugambe there is someone here. So that means they'll be coming here to, I don't know, close. Or you liaise with them. It's a long thing. backup source.
Okunoonya obuzibu buvaawa.
That thing, the mainframe constantly crashes. Actually, probably once in a week or twice in, I don't know, a week or 2 weeks or something. But it's constantly crashing, and we simply just restart it. There was supposed to upgrade that entire thing. I don't know what happened. So family, welcome back to DOREEN'S African Experiences. This was unscheduled. I was not supposed to go live today, but I had a bit of time on my hand. Hi Mark Mobangizi. How are you? Yeah. So the segment we were working on recently on the channel was construction, and we were dealing with the prices of metallic doors, windows, and I think on Friday, which is tomorrow, I'll upload for you the current prices of the gates, the types, but there isn't much to it. You just have to go watch the videos. I believe my explanations are solid, though there is two things that I discovered in my time of research around that time. So do you see those aluminium? You know aluminium, right? Aluminium is the material that looks fancy. Yeah, aluminium windows and doors. So you have to be very careful because some of you got to buy aluminium doors and windows. People are very talented. So some people are actually crafting aluminium doors and windows using regular metal, and then they are painting. Because aluminium, when you know aluminium, you a regular person, you actually can't know aluminium. Hi, I don't know what that name is, but how are you? A regular person does not know or can't know what aluminium actually is. If they presented to you the three different metals we have in this country, you would be pla. So you can't know that this metal is aluminium and this is this. The only way regular people differentiate between aluminium and the rest of the metals is by paint. So when someone uses a certain paint, they will tell you that this is aluminium and this is not aluminium. But you have to understand the paint that can sit on aluminium metal can also sit on regular metal. But you didn't know that. So you have to be very careful and deal with people you trust when you're buying these doors and windows, because to avoid dealing with the wrong people. Because some people in the metal world, you can actually buy regular metal doors and windows, and then you spread them with the aluminium paint, and they look like aluminium, no cap. Like they look like aluminium completely. You cannot even differentiate unless you are there in the process of making, or maybe after some time. There are things that aluminium can do that metal can't do, but they're like very small, you know. So yeah, just be careful who you buy from, where you're buying from. So that's number one. Number two, when it comes to fabrication, metal, or any type of metal, you can make up your own sizes. What I presented in the videos is not definite. It's not that that's the only stuff that can be crafted. You can have your own house size. You can have based on your house plan. Remember, everything stems from the house plan. So what you presented from the house plan is exactly what you use during the process of construction. So if you decided that your windows are going to be 4x4, then after construction, you cannot again change your mind and say, no, I want a bigger window. That means you have to break your house at a certain angle in order to tilt a window that fits. And that's more destruction. Actually, if you keep breaking your house, it makes it weaker. For you, it looks like it's nothing, but every time you keep breaking it, it gets weaker and weaker. So you have to maintain the original strength of the house. House plans are calculated at angles which are definitive, in that when someone is drawing a house plan, they have to do a physical plan based on your surveying report, and then they'll tell you what is right for your land, what calculations are right for your land. So every time you mess with the calculations on the house plan, you are not just messing with the house plan, you're messing with the actual building itself and the life, how long can it exist without problems. Some of you draw house plans, and after putting in so much money, you change your mind mid construction and you start adding extra rooms, extra this. You don't know why this person, right, made these calculations and didn't include that extra room you're putting right now. So the more you mess with your house plan, the chances of facing problems are higher. Another issue, when you're building, anyway, I'm done with that. Just don't play with your house plans. If you want something, make sure it is included in the process of drawing your house plan. And when I talk about house plans, I mean the standard house plans. Forget these things you people are downloading from the internet and pretending you have house plans. There is actual house plans that take mathematics to make. Forget these things you're playing around with. Using a uniform house plan, dealing with people who are not even doing survey reports on your land, and they're just concluding that this is the house plan you need just because you told them you want a 3-bedroom house. So understand that construction in itself is expensive. I always advise, if you're going to construct, make sure you're constructing for income. Yes, for income. Residency can always come in later. Residency, you should do that when you're approaching retirement. Yeah. But if you're still making or looking for money, it is imperative that you construct for income. Now, where are we? Issues. A lot of you that are building flat roofs, recently I got someone reach out to my DM and I refused to take their consultation fee for reasons best known to me, but I will say, because I told the person, I don't know how she took it, but I told her. When you want a flat or hidden roof, right? Do not make this decision after you've built your house. Don't first build the house and then later when you realize that you don't have enough money to do a hipped roof or any type of roof, you say, oh, I can't afford that. Let me do a hidden roof. Guys, there are so many problems with hidden roofs. Number one, many people don't have the expertise and the experience to do a hidden roof for you. Yes, just because you saw a house being roofed doesn't mean this person can do all types of roofing. Of course, in Uganda, we have 80% of our population is consisted of Bayiribi. Bayiribi loosely translated into hustlers. There is no way you're going to find a hustler until then you have a gig and they tell you they can't do it. They'll say we can do it, and then they'll probably have someone who knows an idea or knows better on site, and then they'll look like they are the smart ones, but they're really not. So understand that before you go into hidden roofs, this was part of your plan to start with. And house plans, stop deviating from your house plans. House plan is supposed to come with your financial budget. You're supposed to understand how much money do you have, how much can you spend, and how much can you afford to lose. Yes. Hidden roof. If water comes to affect your house, you will end up losing the entire building. The entire building. Water is the number one enemy of houses. Water is one of those problems when it comes, sometimes it's hard to get rid of. You have a problem for life. And half the time you can't live in a house like that because you have problems when your house has water problems. You have difficulty breathing, especially at night, because the density in your area goes low and in your house it goes up. So you can't catch your breath. You always seem like you have asthma. Your nose is always blocked every time you go to sleep. It's not a coincidence. It means your house has water problems. I was going to say something. There is a location in Kampala or in Uganda. It is highly luxurious, but all the houses in that location have that problem. And if you've never stayed there, you can't know. But they have a water problem and the place is highly developed and it's very expensive. I had a house in there and I moved. I couldn't even sleep for a week in that place. I moved. Because what happens is if your lungs are constricted over time, you're going to get to develop certain diseases, or your lung pipes are going to narrow down. And eventually you start getting weird diseases you don't even understand. You know, if you're not a smoker and you have smoker problems, It's always something. Your body starts to adjust in order to help you survive. Nonetheless, stop changing your house plans. That's the whole thing. What else? Yeah, avoid renting places that have, how do I put this? Have you ever rented a house? And mostly this is actually a problem with apartments, whereby if it rains, water enters your house. Do you know what causes that? Now house owners are going to be mad at me, but the ugly truth is, a lot of your apartments are very, very substandard, you know, very, very substandard, limited space, high cost, construction is trash, so many problems. I know people, someone was telling me last week, they moved into an apartment and every time it rains, water enters. Literally.
What?
Yeah. It's a hard life. Let me go home. Let me go home. Let me go home. Go home. Go home.
Bakaita? Bakaita everything.
Oh, dang. I forgot to call. And hi, Amos. Yeah, I'm done with work. I'm going home. Guys, for those of you that are actually supporting my new line, that's my bags line. Thank you. For those of you that are not aware, I launched a bags line. I will not repeat myself as to why I launched it, but it's a good one. The bags are pure leather and it's doing well. So thanks for the support. Construction, we're still doing construction. It's just that I am, how do you say? There is a word. I don't want to say I'm a jack of all trades. I don't want to use that word because I'm a master to at least two trades that I'm in. Because a jack of all trades is master of none, but I am a master of two. And yet I'm a jack of all trades. So I'll get back to you. I'll be uploading a video tomorrow. I think by midday it should be up. Don't forget to go follow my Instagram. What else is there? My TikTok. I don't know what I do on TikTok, honestly, because it's not even functional. Like it's like I'm so useless on there. It's literally the most useless thing I do in my life. TikTok. But I have an account. You can go watch me in a different light when I'm doing nothing but absolute nonsense. So the links are all attached on the channel, and all my other two channels, their links are attached. For the birds or the nature channel, we resumed. There should be a new video as well tomorrow. For the live channel, I don't know. That is the easiest content for me to create, but somehow, every time I want to do it, I just don't do it. I don't know what's wrong. The thing about me is I create based on instinct. So how I feel is exactly how I create. And if I don't feel good, I don't know what's wrong. Something is wrong with my skin. I feel like my entire skin is losing. I don't know. I don't have that glow. I don't feel like I have my energy in my face. So I'm going to go home a bit early, actually, and take 1 hour in the shower. I need to do a full body scrub and probably steam my face or something. I just feel like my face doesn't have enough life in it. Normally, I have a lot of life, but I feel like I don't have a lot of life today, actually, since the week started. So I'm gonna go and do that. Yeah, unwind a bit. Mentally, I'm okay. And my energy seems okay. I don't know why my face is reflecting a whole different picture. I don't know. I look malnourished in the face. I look depressed and sad in the face, which is not me. I'm not even feeling like that. You all know I would be crying for some reason. But I need to go work on that today and see how to restore energy in my face. Maybe I changed the diet recently. I eat more vegetables now and more fruits. I don't know. Maybe my body is just adjusting to my new routine. I don't know. I also maybe need to sleep extra 2 hours or so. So I have to up my sleeping time a little bit. Mm, exactly. I think that's what I need to do. Otherwise, I look pale. I look pale in the face, and I'm not pale. Why the hell do I look pale? Yet all the same skincare products that I always use are the ones I have. Now I'm cheered up. Believe me, I'm very cheered up. I just don't know why my energy is low in physically in my face, but internally I feel good. I'm doing okay. I'm actually doing very okay. I'm so proud of myself, you know. I'm so proud of myself. I always get to do different things and it makes me happy. I like that. So don't forget to go to my Instagram and check out the stock that I have. Yeah, I do deliveries all through Uganda, but deliveries at a cost. I have new stock coming in. I should get it in a week or a week and a half. Yeah, everything was so held up. Uganda is having serious tax issues. Meanwhile, by the way, yo, URA, you're doing us dirty. Like, seriously. I don't even know if this helps, but in this country, in the city, if you're stuck or sticking up in the city, you have to be willing to spend money, serious money, because everything is like, I don't know, a struggle. So, yeah, prepare your mind for that. Other than that, I'm pretty cool. I'm okay. I just need to find out why I'm becoming pale. It's like I don't have enough blood supply in my face. It's like I'm a vampire of some sort. Hmm. Whew. Guys, thanks for watching DOREEN'S African Experiences. See you when I see you. I was supposed to be live on Saturday, but Saturday I have to shoot. Oh, there is this nice gentleman. I often shoot for him every end of year. Every year, I always shoot for the same people. If I change, understand that I don't like that person anymore, or something happened, or many clients complained about the person's service. But this gentleman, he's nice. I shot for him. He sells lights and stuff. Yeah, he's a wholesaler. So I want to see if I can do paint tomorrow on Saturday. Paint and lights, right? Yeah. And then I want to get back to the segment of breaking houses down for you. Honestly speaking, I just don't have time. I have to, you have to understand, I don't have time. But if the bugs thing goes the way I want, I think that will create for me some extra time in one way or another. I cannot explain to you what I mean by that yet. But I have to go to explain for you updates on how much it would cost you to build different sizes of houses again, from 1 bedroom house to a single room to a fucking 5 bedroom. That's a mansion actually. 5 bedrooms is a mansion. So I'm gonna do those videos again, but I need a one month straight of shooting because those are the most exhausting videos I get to do. They have a lot of numbers, and this time I want to make it even bigger by breaking the cost of material based on different districts and locations, so that if you are in Mbale, you know how much sand is going to cost you, you know. And then when I get time again, and then I'll physically go to those different districts again and shoot for you the different cost of material, because I know most of my videos help people in Kampala, Wakiso, and Mukono. So that is a bit limiting because I have people in Ginger building and they're watching me. I have people in Gulu. It's crazy. I actually do have people in Gulu that watch me. Thank you. You know? And that's the thing. One time when I just bought my machines back in the day, when I was making blocks and pavers, not so long ago, the first person I made for pavers, I actually always wanted to tell this story. You are in Ishaka. When am I going to come to Ishaka? But I'll definitely come because you have things I want to see there besides construction. For my live channel, I definitely have to come. I need to be in Fort Portal very soon because they have so many nice places in Fort Portal I want to shoot at for my other channel. So yeah, maybe I'll cross to Ishaka. You never know. You never know, Amos. You never know. But maybe before I move, I'll try to see how to, I don't know, work it out. So I was telling you some funny story. Man, 2022 was the worst year of my life. Yo, I met really, really bad people. Bad is even an understatement. I don't know if you know a prick and an asshole minced in one. Those are the type majority I met in 2022. Physically, that's who they were.
Kakati ongambye akantu kakola katya. Nziraba. Nsobola okuspecifyinga path kuba njagala ziri ku C. Njagala ziri ku C. I think nina wendabye awayinza okuba nga weetaaga okutamuko. Nina wendabye aweetaaga okutamuko. Kale, neyanze.
So, funny story. You know how when you make blocks or anything from concrete, you need to cure it. Curing is basically a construction word to mean pouring water. So when you have to cure something, it means the more you cure it or the more you pour water on it, the stronger it gets. That's in construction. That's why even when you plaster your house, it's not advisable for you to paint it immediately. Give it about a week or two for whatever you plastered along, right? That's the thing. Have you ever seen these people who plaster their houses and they don't use the right measurements of plaster to plaster? When they first plaster, right, you can see the bricks reflect through the plaster. But when you give it a week or two, you no longer see the bricks, you only see the plaster. It looks neat, it looks stronger. So that's the secret behind curing. Why? Because you've left it exposed for some time. It has rained on the house. So it gets stronger. Nature makes it stronger. Nature makes everything concrete stronger. And when it reaches a certain peak, it can destroy it. That's why we protect. You understand? That's why we protect them, because too much of anything is not good. So I make pavers for these guys, and I remember at the time I was I was naive. Back in the day, I used to have this thing of, if you are friends, if you are family or so, I don't have to charge you. I provide my services for free or close to free as long as you facilitate me. Nigga, that shit made me, it made me lose time, lose money. It made people take advantage of me. So there was this family, friends to that ex of mine. So meanwhile, these guys, I made pavers for them. Honestly speaking, literally the machine was brand new. The pavers was such good quality. If you follow and you know pavers, when a paver has been compressed even if you've used a hydraulic machine, on the first day, it is very impossible. As soon as it comes out of the machine, if you try to carry it with your bare hands, it crumbles. My pavers were not crumbling. They were so strong. I was amazed, I was amused, I was intrigued. I knew for sure I've created godly products. So before my battery runs out, let me summarize this for you. Now, the person who was paying me was not on ground, but his relatives were on ground. This is why I no longer work with people, with people's relatives. If you are employing me, give me a supervisor, that's it. I don't want more than one person in my business. I don't want anybody, I don't. Because for sure, if I've quoted you, I've quoted something for you, personally, I have no need for anyone to be monitoring me as if they're monitoring a child. What I'm doing, you don't even know. The people you're living in on ground to monitor these people don't even know what these people are doing. They have no idea. So I was monitoring actually over 6 family members were monitoring me. They had pushed me to hire one of them. I hired and put him in my team. So it's like I was being spied on left, right, center. And even that was not enough. They still went ahead every single day. One of them, literally, the guy, picked one of the pavers I made, which was probably 2 days old or 1 day old. And it had been cured once. Went and started crushing them, recording for this guy telling this guy, look at the work she's doing, bad work. All these things are really bad. She doesn't know what she's doing. Imagine if a car passes on this. Can you imagine? Something of 1 day. I was not given room to explain, and this is the most, by the way, we have colorism in Africa, and we also have tribalism. These are our biggest problems. So these people were not only, actually, Amos here, house finishing, but you said you're in Shaka. I have someone who does that. But let me finish the whole story, guys. You don't understand what actually happened to me. First of all, my name is Nambi Doreen, right? So by law, any Nambi you meet is presumably a Muganda, right? I was dealing with people who are from the north. I have friends who are northerners. I have friends who are easterners. I know people. So me, I never approach life in that light, like, oh, this person is a northerner, I can't be friends. This person is an easterner or so. Or they are different from me. Personally, I am also not even 100% of this country. Now, what's funny is these people started saying, you see what she's done, it's very bad, you can't trust Baganda, look at the work she's done. I kept explaining the science to this guy. Give this 14 days of curing. If the work is bad, I personally was willing to compensate them, but no. They insulted me, abused me and my team. I remember me and my team left in the middle of the fucking night. That's how bad it was. The boy who was the relative on ground, the boy abused me so much, abused all of us so much for things he didn't even understand, for things. Just because you've been on a construction site for 1 day or 2 days does not make you a builder. Just because you people, building is way different from creating building material. But guys, the problems I faced, that's exactly why I said on that day, I no longer go to anybody to do for them anything. I'll stay here as consulted. Construction, I still build for people. Those I build for, yourselves, and they don't complain. They have very good work. I have very good references. I have practical work that can be seen. Hi Patrick, yeah, it's your first time to find me live. I know, I usually just drop unannounced. I'm glad to have you on the live as well. So basically, this family, I remember the boy telling me, and I told this boy, I literally have done work for people in Gulu. I don't know if they come from Gulu, but they come from northern Uganda. I don't remember where they come from. You people, I've never seen people change so much. The truth is, I was being attacked over something completely different. Actually, it had nothing to do with my work. It had everything to do with they had a stranger that was not easily manipulatable so that they can continue robbing their cousin. Because I knew they were robbing him. If you looked at the work on his site, it was so, I don't know, washed up. The building was already having problems. The guy was having problems. And anybody that could come up and sever that link for him from, to stop them from continuing to use him, take advantage of him. And what's even sad is that this guy always believes these people because they're his family. So he thinks they have his best interests at heart. Yeah, just laugh. I was talking to James last time and I told him, if I'm being hired these days, I don't want to deal with people's relatives. If you have your relatives, allow me to simply guide your relatives on what to do. Because I'm not going to be working for more than 1 or 2 people. There are so many issues in the construction world, and I know for sure that guy, the money he has spent on that building, I'd actually be shocked if the building is complete now. Let me go home. Oh God. But guys, you have to understand that the construction world is actually not for the weak. It's not. But it can actually be for anybody. You just have to keep an open mind, deal with the right people, and everything will be okay. Perfectly okay. You really helped me to learn a lot on construction industry when I started following you on your channel. Ndigenda ogenda.
Ambate nchaliwo.
Ochaliwo. Omanyi okuggalawo.
Manyi.
Ojayita askari. Wonaabo tusiza. Uliriza. Bannaaye. Wonaabo tusiza ogenda. Ojayita askari abeerewo nga muggalawo. Kuba nno mwami akyaliwo. Alitereza system. Okitegedde.
Akyaliwo.
So oyita askari ne muggalawo. But confirming it, nothing has been left with. So that if something gets lost, they don't pin you or him down.
Achaliwo for some time.
Achaliwo. Achaliwo. Nze ndigenda. Yeah, Patrick, I'm so glad you learned a lot from me. It means a lot. Honestly speaking, if there is one thing I know at the back of my head, because I've grown into this, I've studied this, I have experienced massive experience in its construction. It's the easiest thing that comes to me in my head. It's so easy. Actually, now it's just recently that I stopped doing certain things. I used to have a habit. Every time I was looking at buildings, I would always reassess them, even when they were none of my business. Now I just look. But yeah, I was going to tell you something about renting, why the types of apartments you shouldn't rent, but then again, some of you that are watching me, you've put your life savings in these places. I will not say or do. I need to make a video on those guys of Mayato something that robbed me 3 years ago. By the way, I'm not going to let it go. They robbed me. They took my hard-earned money. Yes, they took money from me. I think it was 1.2, 1.3. And I will never let them rest. Actually, I should actually be more serious about it. Mayato Tile, over Mayato what? They do rent or something. There's a company that collects rent or some shit. They are thieves. And going forward, I'm actually going to make a video warning people against them. And going forward, if I deal with people and there is enough evidence that someone has dealt with you and you've, I don't know, given them subsidized work, use them, I'm going to be, outing you, telling people that this person is not good for business. Yeah. I know we fall short somehow, sometime, but at least have the decency in you to be genuine at a point and tell people straight up. But you don't fucking go and do something intentionally to somebody. You have no explanation, you have no point of defense, you just lie. It's wrong. Now, let me go home, take that long shower, and go back to marketing my bags, even if you are not buying from me. What the hell, man? I have over 6,000 subscribers on YouTube who are organic because I've never paid for subscribers in my life. How do you people not support me? What happened to love? You don't love me anymore? Let me go home. But seriously, go follow my Instagram, yeah? Just follow my Instagram. Follow my Instagram and I don't know, support me. But because I know majority of you people who are following me are guys, man. Now I wish I had more female followers. All the men, don't you have girlfriends? Don't you have mothers? Don't they need handbags? Come on. Let me go home. Almost bags. The bags are 100,000 Ugandan shillings. There are different types of bags. If you go to my Instagram, the pictures are all there. And if you go to, I made a YouTube video showcasing all the bags. So you can check out the video, but you can also save my WhatsApp number. And there is a catalog there of the bags. We deliver countrywide. Yeah. Same day you order, same day you get. But you who is in Ishaka, you might get the following day. But yes, that's about it. The bags are pure leather. They're really nice. And besides, don't you want me to develop? I got robbed. I lost everything in 2022 and half of 2023. I need to go back there and start doing things. But nonetheless, thank you for the support because I know you're supporting the channel, so that's good. I'm done ranting. Let me go. Bye. I don't even have battery. Wait, Margaret was crying how she wanted to go home. She's still there.